It gives me immense pleasure to address multidisciplinary international conference here, and very happy and thanking this beautiful institute. And I was looking at the profile and web page of the university in this institute. Very illuminated teachers are there. Especially I am thanking Convener sir. First international conference. Congratulations to you, sir. And I don't know that probably I will be first fellow to submit abstracts, and I am not speaking, especially to interdisciplinary subjects. I don't know basic biological data. You think sustainability integrated and viable earth. I will try my best to make it as simple as possible, so that we can have future collaborations and communications. Basic biological data and environmental models. Biology has complications. So, body is made up of organs. Organs are made up of tissues. Tissues are made up of cells. So, you can say living cell and non-living cell, photovoltaic cell, just try to find out your essence from my talk. So, heterogeneous data types are being generated in the lab, one time. Even in your BTech lab or MTech lab, you will be generating huge data types. Data means meaningful information. And database means which can be archived for quite long time, which can be generated, organized, stored, and analyzed. So you can see huge data can be analyzed. So sustainable earth requires our expertise, our inherent qualities, so that less pollution will be there, and whatever things we are using in our lab, in our life, it will be good enough to recycle. And before the recycling, we should know how to use it. So you can see in this page, in biology, we are doing a lot of different data types, mostly genomics, gene sequences. Yeah, so gene sequences. I hope that you know this from your matriculation dates. Currently, it has been very cheaper. Suppose you campus, you can apply a project from computer science having bioinformatics, computational biology expertise. That let's have a database of our campus. How many microbes in which trees, a taxonomic database, so that we can handle the environment. We can make it pollution free. We can make it conducive for our health. But just koti long, I'm doing our rocks also. So when I travel from Barometer to here, I found it very fine environment. I think you are living in a no pollution zone. So congratulations to all of you. We are living in the heart of the city. So first of all, as a student researcher in this field, we should know what kind of data types we are handling, and those are molecular, genomic, proteomic, transcriptomic. A software टिके चुनना डरा तो genome माने all the genes of a given cell. Say microbial cell एक बारे, bacterial cell एक बारे. इतने सीधे सीधे vaccine आविष्कार है ये कोरोना vaccine, DNA vaccine, RNA vaccine, protein vaccine. Yes, data type का handle करी कब तो ले biologically, computationally easy है ना, fast है ना health recovery है ना सब right? तब तो लेते हैं histological data. For example, you know, सुनले आश्चर्य भी लगे वो, आपको blood भीतर microplastic अच्छी. तो sustainable environment secretary. I think I should share this. In our blood, microplastics are going. Students, this now you try Google Scholar, microplastic in human blood, you will find large number of papers are emerging. The engineering computer science level idea हम blood रे हम plastic यूज करते हैं. हम सब पहले तो काम करने वाला नहीं कि गच्छ भीतर ही plastic आश्चर्य बनाने लगे आश्चर्य. So some of my friends, they are working on this, and that's why we should know the molecular approach, the histological approach. Histology means tissue structure. So currently what we did, we collected samples from different ponds and different rivers of the Ganjam district. As a PhD scholar of mine, but she is doing, she is actually catching living fish, and we are dividing two categories. Some fish were injecting some, insecticides and other kind of substances which are possible pollutants. And once we made the histological like microscope, actually जे जदि माइक्रोप्लास्टिक अछि पॉल्यूशन अछि ताला हम देह तो जाउथिबो निश्चित जाउछ साथ साथ जोना पड़नी डर लागलो सुनेले बट इट इज गोइंग that's why we should discuss this in open platform like international conference like this. So you can see in your lab you are handling lot of data types and you should correlate with the environment, then the entire life cycle goes like this. So for my team, we are doing whole genome sequencing and SNP analysis. Whole genome means in the year 2001. Started with that to know all the genes. 35,000 plus genes were already identified, having particular protein products. And stress response network, conservation of genomics, and from molecules to ecosystem. So my basic thing was from molecules to ecosystem and vice versa. So you have a huge campus, beautiful campus. Plants are planted long ago. Now they are growing like they are blessing you through oxygen. So better to have a project from the computer science and some other collaboration, bioengineering departments they can have. Let's have the biomechanics of plant growth and the contribution to our health. Please have a look that I have done some very interesting terms, systems biology framework. Biology is a very vast discipline. अगर लोगों को मतलब वेद सामुद्र पढ़ते हैं, completely false. 30 years back, India started biotechnology and bioinformatics as the core subjects DPT government of India. In 2014, 2006, I applied a project bioinformatics while I was in North Coast University. We got 720 lakhs rupees. To have collaboration with MCA, MTech students, with biology students, so that together they can sit and have some project for that. So this picture, we can say, the first algorithm page of biological research. As you see, cell ଭିତରେ micro group ଅଛି. ସବୁବେଳେ ଯୋଉ ଆମ ଘଟଣା ଭଙ୍ଗା ରହା କିଛି ଯୋଉ ବାଟ ଲାଗୁ ଏଇ ପିଲା ତ ମଝିରେ ଓଡ଼ିଆ ତ କହିଦେବି. hope you enjoy this. And ତା ଭିତରେ କ୍ରୋମୋଜୋମ ସବୁ ଡ୍ୟାନ୍ସ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ସେଲ୍ ଭିତରେ ଯେତେ ସବୁ ପ୍ଲାଣ୍ଟ ଦେଖୁଛ ଆନିମଲ ଦେଖୁଛ ଜୀବଜନ୍ତୁ ଦେଖୁଛ ସବୁ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ନମ୍ବରର କ୍ରୋମୋଜୋମ ଅଛି ସେଇଠୁ ଆମକୁ ଆଇଡେଣ୍ଟିଫାଇ କରୁଛୁ ନା କମ୍ପ୍ୟୁଟର ସାଇନ୍ସରେ ଯେମିତି ବାଇନାରୀ କୋଡ୍ ୟୁଜ ହେଉଛି ଏଠି ଆମେ କ୍ରୋମୋଜୋମ ନମ୍ବର ୟୁଜ କରୁଛୁ as codes. Further, this chromosome is expanded to have DNA sequence. DNA sequence ମାନେ ATG, adenine, thymine, guanine, cytosine, uracil. भगवान हमको स्वरवर्ण व्यंजन लिखे दिए देखिए चुपचाप स्वरवर्ण की nitrogenous bases adenine, thymine का सब three structure ଅଛି. I hope that some of you have seen computer science level देखियो molecular modeling software सब अछि ସେଥିରେ DNA structure देखि पाइबो तबे तो फाइल software अछि फाइल की सर so that you can try and your lab. तापर सब जीन भीतर DNA भीतर जीन अछि इंट्रॉन्स और एक्सन्स अछि तापर से प्रोटीन रूपांतर करू and these proteins are one process of life, they are not our life. Without proteins we are being zero. So first of all we have to know what are genes, how to connect biological science with computer science, then proteins, then metabolites. Metabolite means whatever we eat, हमें जहाँ सब हेचे, we are larger replica of so many plants and animals. I know this sounds very unusual sentence. We are larger replica of our past tense. The plant खाइथिला सागो बडो बडो नै सेमान धरि एटिसी अछि. Have you ever wondered that our adenine, thymine, guanine plant to other campaign नै? Plants are plants, animals are animals. We are coming to animal kingdom, but plant products and animal products are growing in our blood. All the things are already predictable. So you can imagine how together we can work as biologists, as computer scientists or mechanical engineering. In IIT Delhi and different IITs have started opening bioengineering and systems biology. So that the subjects are slowly getting interdisciplinary. This high time to work on that. This high time. And government of India is sponsoring heavily to prepare well servers for this. There is a drug designing pipeline for this. So finally the ecosystem is connected to ecosystem, metabolite, cell, protein and genes. This how they are connected. Now long back our Vice Chancellor Professor Amarendra Narayan Mishra of Chalkudi University. So he was a professor in Jharkhand University. He came and together we worked something. We want programs and algorithms that how to connect life science and computer science. So this work has been published in this major paper, in the book in fact, Advances in Plant Ecophysiology Techniques, where we have reviewed extensively about a lot of programs and tools. It is possible any computer science and engineering students can use this. Download and kind of project work also. Project work, na? We can do this. And we can publish in high quality journals. That's what this objective was to come over here. Some sort of, if possible, some sort of digital paper. Then you see, this has been published and they have used this as a textbook reference book in University of Spain. That's what we can do together. And systems biology means life is made up of lifeless molecules. We are having life, but what is life? Life is a continuous process. If a single cell of life is life is but we are made up from non-living substances. Long ago, this fellow called Albert Nediker, he has written a big book of biochemistry, worldwide famous biochemistry. And his students are so life is connected of life. And life is a connected system. Interactions among genes, proteins, metabolites, cells and all that. So BioPython, BioBug, these are the programming languages. Free source codes are available. One or two you can try. So that we can connect engineering of life. And there are whatever I am showing, some reference also I have given in the end, so that this can be used further. Next, what happened? Long back, I was dreaming to have some work. So that time, I am telling about 2000, something 2001. That time, GMC बोला चला पड़ा. Weekly placement ही होती है. अभी जो biology पढ़ते हैं, medical वाला पेपर होते हैं. हमें चेष्टा करते हैं, कौन बड़े पाठों बाहर जो पाठों पढ़ ले. So that some sort of importance will be there. So this was the office वाला. Company वाले को लेने वाला, life science companies. So what we thought that time I went to the bioinformatics lab. I went to Chennai to have the IIT collaboration project. I joined there. So that way, then I started my PhD also later in Northwood University. What we did, we collected different microbes. To know them, we took 2-3 years to identify them. Same species available in plants, let's find the pathogen. When it is causing disease, it's called pathology, pathogen disease. ଯେତେବେଳେ କିଛି disease କରୁ this is about endophyte. Endophyte ମାନେ suppose you are giving your service here. That means you are getting the recognition also. The alma mater type of something. Some species are living with us. We are not alone. They are not here to danger. So you are not what God thinks in that time was my partner Sada. This is the truth of life. And they are helping us sometimes to digest, to survive, and so on. ଯେତେବେଳେ ତାକୁ ଖରାପ ହେଉଛି ମାନେ ଜୀବନ ଖରାପ ହେଉଛି ମୋର ନାହିଁ ଜୀବନ ଖରାପ ହେଉଛି ପ୍ରଡକ୍ଟ ଖରାପ ହେଉଛି ତାପରେ ଆମର ଅସୁବିଧା in other words we are living in an association a kind of helping each other ଆମ ବିନା ସିଏ ନାହିଁ ତା ବିନା ସେଇଭଳିଆ ସୋ ଆମେ କଲେକ୍ସନ କଲୁ ଇଣ୍ଟରେଷ୍ଟିଂଲି ଫର୍ଚୁନେଟଲି କ'ଣ ହେଲା ଗୋଟେ ଭିମ୍ପି ବାହାରିଲା ସିଙ୍ଗଲ ସେଲ୍ ବାଲା କି କହିବ ସେଟା ପ୍ଲାଣ୍ଟରେ ଅଛି ସଏଲରେ ଅଛି ସଏଲରେ ଥିଲେ ସାପ୍ରୋଫାଇଟ୍ ପ୍ଲାଣ୍ଟରେ ଥିଲେ ଏଣ୍ଡୋଫାଇଟ୍ ପ୍ଲାଣ୍ଟ ସେ କ'ଣ ଦଉଛି ବାୟୋଆକ୍ଟିଭ ମେଟାବଲାଇଟ୍ ଯେମିତି ଗୋଟେ ସବଷ୍ଟାନ୍ସ इन रिटर्न प्लांट ता कोन होची मिनरल्स होची फूड होची जाइलेट फ्लोएम वेसल सुपर प्रोडक्ट होची ना जेतोळे प्लांट एजिंग भी होची सीता कोन होची ता खाउची कष्ट से माइक्रो विषय साप्रोफाइटिक होची से गुडोस वर काकर होची thank god ki am pagar topic immunoglobulin अछि and we are surviving the extreme circumstances this what for me that infection iko demoni ho ता antibiotic साहाय्य न होसी तो सेटा स्टडी करलु एंडोफाइट पैथोजन फाइटोपैथोजन एनिमल पैथोजन ह्यूमन पैथोजन इस वर्तन का अछि सैप्रोफाइट भी अछि किंतु जे मानकर जीनोम सब अलगा डीएनए सब अलगा सो सब आइसोलेट करि करि बायोइन्फॉर्मेटिक्स सॉफ्टवेयर प्रोग्रामिंग यूज डीएनए आइसोलेट कर देन प्रोग्रामिंग करि करि जे मानकर स्ट्रक्चरल वेरिएशन काढि published in Life and Journal that ended in my doctorate. So in the picture that you see is an automated DNA sequencer machine. This is for engineering students. Please have a look. In this side picture, I am sitting. There is an automated DNA sequencer machine which can take the samples, these two samples. Actually, check it out. Set it to guru guru. Mane mane रही तो ऊपर बड़ा जो काटवा काटा रही उड़िया प्लेन बोल रही ताकू आड़ी तारू सुपर डाटा डाटा सब टू लिक्विड सब्सटेंस सेतर वैल्यू कोन डीएनए नॉट बायोमॉलिक्यूल्स दैट्स व्हाट यू सी fortunately I isolated them characterized them then I went to electron microscope that's right so observe that what over the देखिला माने फंजी और बैक्टीरिया को बड़ बड़ देखिला की सुंदर बहुत सुंदर 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 कितने डेलिकेट स्ट्रक्चर भगवान आपको लिखिसन सर्वदा व्यंजन सर्वदा की एटीसी कहली व्यंजन होता कि आमिनो एसिड स्वरबर्ग व्यंजन पर लिखिसन जब पर्यंत हम साइकिल चलते न मधुचु बहुत चलते the moment we burn we have started time from the same the some cells are right how like interesting and sustainability is maintained by programming some cell to go and die program cell from this type of process. This can be understood completely in zero process. Again, it got published in a computer science journal. There are some journals which are theater business. ये as per कथा को वार्ता भारी पड़ी उठावी. There are biologists and computer scientists. Common practice की journals अच्छी सब publish कर रहा है इंग्लिश में बढ़िया नाम काम करूँ. कहाँ पर था आरएनए स्ट्रक्चर पढ़ा. और ये जोना पढ़िला 5% endophyte, then saprophyte, human pathogen and phytopathogen. So molecular level have different types. That is just whatever reported in the first type of condition. That first so I take a computer algorithms and model this function and I can very practical that any mass spectroscopy you use magnetic resonance X-ray diffraction technique only the application sound. So after that we identified and tried to know that what are the bioactive metabolites do metabolites carbon nitrogen. So we thought that this antimicrobial metabolite हमें स्टडी करता है फिर सोनाटी से देखना ता भितर सब interestingly my guy who is from Mumbai University he is professor Ketai but he dean they have computer science department also good departments they are also biology right so there is another professor DC data so we thought sir can you isolate so that metabolite so that we can prepare and propose some products then molecules को जो पढ़ा हुआ है उसे खास उपयोग नहीं medicine काम करनी let's propose some drugs so that's why I got the story so 2011 this was published in Microsphere बारंबार scientific academia डॉक्टर ऑफ का बोल सुन मेरे लिए बोल ना हम सुन another 1 year लाखों ठीक ठाक काम कर so professor Kevin Head is from Thailand. He is the father of modern life and he used science to understand maybe fungi plant animal mosquito
आखिरे लोगों आखि खराब हो जाउछ बिकॉज़ ऑफ फंगल इन्फेक्शंस जानि नथो से आखिरे खराब हो जाउछ अजण जगह रे से हेयर रूट रे से धळा डॉट थिबो त भाबु तो जे ताको डैंड्रफ किन देखला से फिरपी गोटे डट रहीगले भी तुम जान नथियो से तार इन्फेक्शन करी आखिरा दो खराब करी जे ऑप्टिकल नर्व जाको बंद हो आखि देखा जीवन नो सेंसेशन rods and cone cells found in the optical section will cease to function. So slowly we are losing our panchendriya type of. So we thought that let's isolate that metabolite and found that it is working against some other species. So this is cycle of life. First of all आमे कोन करिया amino acid sequence तैयारी कलु माने orderly arrangement of amino acid sequence गोटे प्रोटीन रो कहा पर के अछि को amino acid के पॉजिटिवली चार्ज के नेगेटिवली चार्ज के न्यूट्रल एमती सब अछि ना सुनते सब मिथियो नाही आलानाइन एटा सब amino acid ना टॉनिक खाउतबे के जो खाद्य पदार्थ हम खाउचे से सब प्रोटीन अछि से प्रोटीन में कोथरे तैयारी amino acid से मानकर प्राइमरी स्ट्रक्चर अछि सेकेंडरी स्ट्रक्चर अछि टर्शियरी स्ट्रक्चर अछि क्विटरनरी स्ट्रक्चर अछि ए स्ट्रक्चर को हम खाली आखिर देखि परिबा आ कंप्यूटर मॉडलिंग भी कर परिबा केबे समय हेले मु से प्रोग्राम उडा को एडिंग उडा प्रैक्टिकल के डेमो कर दवा I think sir has told me to finish in 45 minutes. I'm trying my best to finish it as soon as possible. But still I give that programs pen type अछि देखि परिबे प्रोटीन मान ता खेली परिबे ता खेली परिबे मापी परिबे डिस्टेंस between two consecutive atoms गोटे एटम रा गोटे केते बाट एंगस्ट्रॉम यूनिट में पाइ जारे पिले आ एंगल मापी परिबा जति सेति हम कर दबा we can understand life, we can understand life science, we can understand ourselves, we can understand our cell, our genes, our proteomes, our metabolite and our ecosystem. That was the theme of this conference. So I'm connecting everything with the environment, the ecosystem. So what we did, this sequences are structure prediction हम कर परिया जदि जीन आरंभ करिबा प्रोटीन पाखरे पहुंचा त कजे फॉरवर्ड जेनेटिक्स जदि प्रोटीन संपूर्ण लबा जीन पाखरे पहुंचा त रिवर्स जेनेटिक्स पाइबा सो एटा ना अमीनो एसिड सीक्वेंस का स्ट्रक्चर प्रेडिक्शन हम कर परिया सो very first time I reported some 30 genes from bacteria and fungi which are infecting humans and they are available in NCBI, National Center for Biotechnology Information, online free. So I am encouraging all the students to use this so that to write new programs to find out new applications and धीरे धीरे citation बढ़ी चलछि तापर हम इवोल्यूशन लिंक करि परिबा कामटा मु थीम ता मोर कहली पर मु लिंक देछि 2025 26 मसिया से विषय कोन कोन नुवा काम सब होछि जहां सब सिलेबस रे अछि बीटेक एंड एमटेक स्टूडेंट्स से विषय रिसेंटली कोन कोन होछि जब दि तीनटा रिव्यू आर्टिकल पढिबो फर्स्ट पार्ट बुझाउ असुविधा हो के दिन आसीबो तुम ही बुझ पारियो because your mind your DNA is vibrant than the future than the older generations. Now I think these are the terms for the non-biologist. I have simplified genome सब जार ओम लागिछ ओम genome transcriptome proteome interactome localizome metabolome phenome आगामी दिन मानकर एही सब पाठ होबा जाउछि computer science and bioengineering student माने they are trying to have link all the gene content of all kind of cell तापर ट्रांसक्रिप्टोम माने सब तक आरएनए फिर प्रोटीओम माने सब तक प्रोटीन इंटरैक्टोम माने हाउ दे इंटरैक्ट इनसाइड द सेल तापर लोकलाइज माने सेल रो को जगह से माने अछंती गोटे गोटे सेल रे 5000 6000 10000 पर्यंत बायोमेटालेट अछि एकर सेलटा खाली एकर देखा जाउनी हैव यू एवर सीन सेल अंडर माइक्रोस्कोप एनीबॉडी प्लीज रेज योर हैंड इन योर लाइफ हैव यू एवर सीन सेल्स यस थैंक गॉड सम ऑफ यू हैव सीन कहा सेल देखिलो आरबीसी रे डब्ल्यूबीसी रे आबीबा ना कहा माने अछि अमीबा right so permanent slides are available in some of the labs you can see I hope microscope will be there but रखिया कथा तो at least microscope ठीक नहीं microscopes are common engineering department as well because watson optics basic physics principles are there syllabus नथिले भी जबरदस्ती पूरे पिला को शिक्षा पड़ो so तार इंटरेस्ट बढ़ियो मु तो सेया करू मु तो ए पाठ को स्कूल लेवल नहीं गेलानी probably this is my 140th talk in different places trying to make simple as possible ले पिला भाबियो जे ए विषय काम करियो नो आविष्कार करबार संभावना बढ़ि जिवो सो लोकलाइज मेटाबोलम फिनोम ठीक अछि ता परवर्ती स्टेज जीवा आ गोटे कथा ये गोटे सुदर्शन चक्र पर देखा जाउची ए सब अलग लाइफ फॉर्म देखाइ स्पंज आश्चर्य सुनिले केते दिन बंचिबो अधिका बंचिबो ना क्वालिटी रे बंचिबा दिस स्पीसीज दैट इज स्पीसीज येलो कलर 15000 वर्ष बंचुची ए अविश्वास नहले सत्य मु साइड रेफरेंस देछि यू कैन गो एंड सी 15000 वर्ष बंचुची कोन इंतर अछि स्पंज दाना स्पंज माराइन एनवायरनमेंट रे बंचुची हमर 70 वर्ष हेले कोन होई जाय अवस्था नै इट कैन सर्वाइव सो व्हाट इज longevity what is the quality of life what are the molecules which makes us vibrant to survive in extremes of conditions in extremes of environment so microbes living in our lungs living in our intestine without oxygen they are called anaerobic bacteria if they can survive this can survive in the extremes of conditions so it देखा कि केते वर्ष बंचियो So सबुठ कम दिन केते सब बेसी दिन केते आई हैव रेफर्ड सम प्लेसेस एई गला से स्पॉन्सटा म्यूजियम स्पेसिमेन एटा 15000 वर्ष होची जेतु सस्टेनेबिलिटी आप पता पड़ी छी सो आई प्रिफर टू कलेक्ट सम मटेरियल्स ग्रेट बेसिन ये पहुंचुची 5562 वर्ष आपन कैंपस जो गछ सब अछंती प्लीज ट्राई टू कैलकुलेट देयर एज देयर आर सम प्रोसीजर्स टू कैलकुलेट गछ को न मारी गिरी बॉस जानी हो क्वाइट इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक somebody can have a project work on this कम से कम रिव्यू आर्टिकल तो लिखित हो ना कम से कम what are the methods available to quantify to estimate the age of plants and species available in this beautiful campus and you can use bioengineering you can use computer science you can use plant taxonomist molecular biologist like me and this plant is 5062 वर्ष होचिला आश्चर्य मनले सत्य एटा भारत रे जे गछटा अछि 502 वर्ष बंचिची बुलंदशहर मध्य प्रदेश रे अछि काहे की बंचिला कोन भी बंचिला व्हाट आर द स्टोरी बिहाइंड इट हाउ इट सपोर्ट्स हाउ द एनवायरनमेंट इज सो सिंक्रोनाइज्ड विथ दिस प्लांट आवर टॉपिक सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट जेतु अछि हम सो लिंक करिया पड़छि टॉपिक को सो वी हैव टू नो व्हाट इज द मेकानिक्स द ट्री व्हाट द रूट डज फॉर इट how it supports molecular biology level to survive so much of long years without dying ये समुद्र भीतर घास अच्छी 12000 वर्ष बंची आश्चर्य मन भी रिपोर्टेड ये गछ बंची 14000 वर्ष आ बहुत एनिमल अच्छे सब रिपोर्टेड है सब तले रेफरेंस दिया सोर्स जर्नल दिया है कि केते वर्ष बंचुची कि केते वर्ष बंचुची 5-7 वर्ष जने बंचुची कि 400 वर्ष बंचुची एमिति लेट्स सी वुमेन एंड मेन who are living more के बेसी बंचुथि interestingly women they are living longer than the men what are the reason for it probably they are breaking the hearts of others and making their hearts so strong and you see this fellow Annie Louise she lived 120 years and the old gentleman right side he lived about 160 years this is reported from journal even more than this may be there as per me reported materials so what is the reason for it and how I am connecting this topic because of the environment, because of the sustainability, because of the self-drive, because of the self-adaptation. And this is from India. Shivanand lived 129 years and right side, the beautiful girl of 132 years, she survived. There are so many reasons why people survive, why species survive, because of the markers. These are the molecular regions. I would शब्द सुनिथिबे मातृकेंद्रिक से शब्दटा कोटा जानछन माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया आम सेल भीतर अछि हैला मातृकेंद्रिक so we inherit mitochondria DNA and those specific genes are found in our body which makes us so vibrant so special so maternal in linking so these are some molecules which are being isolated characterized purified and confirm that these are the things which makes us stronger living longer and disease resistance so that we can survive आमे महाभारत खाली कुरुक्षेत्र रे होनतला महाभारत साइटोप्लाज्म भीतर भी चली साइटोप्लाज्म एक कुरुक्षेत्र जोतरे कि नॉन स्टॉप दुर्घटना चलछि घटना भी चली एंड दीज आर हाईली प्रोग्रामेटिक इन नेचर एसो बुझियार समय आसी कम से कम फांका समय लीजर टाइम रे दि तीनटा आर्टिकल तो एब्स्ट्रैक्ट पढि देबार अछि टिके खुशी होबार अछि आश्चर्य होबार अछि so that some of our biologists like us can come to the campus and sometimes can discuss in the minute details let's see the markers माने कोन molecular markers ए माने अछि बोली करी कोष सुस्थ अछि टिश्यू सुस्थ अछि ऑर्गन सुस्थ अछि बॉडी सुस्थ अछि ऑर्गेनिज्म ठीक ठाक चली छी बायोस्फीयर चली छी इकोलॉजी तो ठीक ठाक चली छी हम एकटा किछ कर परिया विदाउट इकोलॉजी वी आर बिग जीरो माइनस पूरा विदाउट ऑक्सीजन काम शेष ऑक्सीजन नहीं कि सर्वाइव कर पाना काना हम जते जो अछि एल्वियोल लंग्स भीतर समस्त काम करना हम ते बैम हम कोन खाली कंप्यूटर पर बसिलु बही पाकर बसिलु नहीं lot of reasons are there lot of things are there we can understand biologically now aging related in plants these are some reasons why some plants age faster and why some plant age slower these are some agents that can delay the aging and some reasons are given age को केमति कमे हो vibrant रहियो केमति there are lot of things mitotic and post mitotic senescence ते कंप्यूटर इंजीनियर पिला गोटे शब्द गुडा अलग अलग लागुथबो कि किछि पिला तो बुझी पाउछन मैं आशा करूछि मो कमल आभार प्रकाश होउछि से माने बुझी पाउछन so these are some reasons that I am moving past so across species development and longevity are tightly linked aging is intrinsically complex being driven by multiple causal mechanisms So some papers I have reviewed because of molecular pathway. मोबाइल खोल सब खोल देथिबे पछाडे बड़ा सर्किट सब अछि टीवी पछाडे सेमितिया सेल भीतर सब सर्किट्स अछि वी कॉल दिस मोलिकुलर मेटाबॉलिक पाथवेज जत्ते सब ड्रग मार्केट रे अवेलेबल छै हम खाउ छै द टारगेट द प्रोटीन्स इन आवर बॉडी नै बेले बेले रॉन्ग जगह रे बाज जाउ छै सेते हेयर फॉल होतो कार आउट इन्फेक्शन होतो कार एलर्जी होतो तो बुझियार समय आसी जाय छै सो एटा मोलिकुलर पाथवेज को संभव होछि तापर पाथवे इंजीनियरिंग करिक हम पेपर पब्लिश करलु फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल in 2013 and 14 these are my students Anju she is a professor right now she is bigger than me right now she is working in US and we work on pathology pathway engineering and epitope mapping and docking करके हम स्टडी करलो डॉकिंग माने कोन जान चली पिला माने प्रोटीन गुडा को सब ड्रग लिगैंड संगे डक करके फाइनल ड्रग टा डिजाइन कराई so it is not possible to waste so much of chemicals in the lab that's why we do in silico analysis three kinds of experiments are there one is in vivo body bhitre in vitro outside the body in silico in the computer graphics or silicon graphics technology so these are some publications specific cycles that are discovered and interestingly very recently 2024 masare Arpita Jana my MSc scholar she got published in German based journal which is accepted and se published by jana padla किछि केमिकल खर्च नाही गोटे पाथवे अनडिस्कवर्ड पाथवे को हमें लागिला वर्षे हमको जो प्रोजेक्ट सब अछि पिला मानकु वर्षे हम देबार अछि नल से भाबियो एट द लास्ट सेमेस्टर अछि काइते व्यस्त प्रथम ता मुंडर भर्ती करदार अछि जहा जहा पढु प्रोजेक्ट संगे लिंक कर हेले कोन ता माइंड ता ग्रो करियो एंड टुगेदर वी कैन डू मिराकुलस डिस्कवरी व्हाइल इन द क्लास आल्सो क्लासरूम आर द बेस्ट प्लेस ऑफ डिस्कवरी किछि किछि बिला एते नुवा कथा सब कहंती एंड फर्दर वी कैन मेटलाइज इनटू बिग प्रोजेक्ट्स एंड बिग शॉट्स Now, environmental modeling केमती करा जीवो जेतु environment sustainable development अछि climate hydrological simulation तो किछि पिला माने करथु ऑलरेडी आई होप इंजीनियरिंग प्लान आई एम श्योर दैट डूइंग इट we are doing biological simulations you are doing some other mechanical simulations and we can link it with climate so design some device indigenous device in the campus which will monitor environmental parameters that's what our expectation is from a engineering college then only we can prosper then we can claim that this is the fundamental discovery our faculty members and students are doing it is right in this campus next one is eco evolutionary dynamics everybody is changing plants are changing air is changing how the changing environment adapted by the organisms को स्पेसिफिक भलो बंचुचंती तार एक कैटलॉगिंग करा जाऊ को गछटी भलो रे बढुची पानी नदले बंचुची माने ड्रॉट टॉलरेंट टाइप ऑफ then our roles come we can identify the gene and we can publish some works we can say this is the publication from the Bigna from Odisha the first report from that species that's what the research is all about next is population system models population माने खाली मनुष्य microbial population ant population insect population pathogen population we are living with such a big campus and this campus in-houses lot of organisms at least we should know them don't you think we should have a catalog we should know them at least who are living with us in this campus next one is resilience forecasting we can forecast that some algae some fungi some plant can tell you what is the possible temperature after 20 years what is the possible environmental parameter changes they will show you some signaling study madhya kara jai par by the engineering scholars I know it look very hypothetical, but this is possible. You can find these papers in internet, in high impact paper journals, and together you can sit and have round table discussions and discourse. Even satellite data, you know, some of you have visited Tampara Lake, also Chilka Lake. 20 वर्ष तलर फोटो एगर फोटो कंपेयर करनो केते डिफरेंस माइक्रो असेंबलेज बायोस्फीयर चेंजेस टेम्परेचर चेंजेस से चेंज होवा द्वारा बहुत किसी परिवर्तन घटुची एही परिवर्तन को लक्ष्य करा जाय पारे टू हैव एनवायरमेंटल सस्टेनेबिलिटी एबे तो एआई एनवायरमेंट से लिंक हे गेलानी सैटेलाइट डाटा मशीन लर्निंग तो ऑलरेडी अपन माने करछन आई होप यू आर डूइंग ऑलरेडी मशीन लर्निंग एप्लीकेशंस आर आल्सो देयर इन बायोलॉजी प्रेडिक्शन कर पारे आउट डिसीज सपोर्ट हम की हो लेट्स हैव a document molecular document of plants and animals living in this campus then structural biology sustainability structural biology माने जते सब नुवा डीएनए आइसोलेट हबो बेसी किछ कॉस्टली भी नाही कम कैमरा सब हो जाउची देन एआई मॉडलिंग रे एआई नॉट दैट कि हमें खाली यू नो थियोरेटिकली पढ़ दबा कि कॉन्फ्रेंस रे सुनि दबा एआई रा सर्वर भी अछि हम घर जातो यूज करि परिबा फॉर आवर मैकेनिकल पर्पस फॉर आवर इंजीनियरिंग पर्पस एआई वेब सर्वर्स which are available in the cloud database can be very well used by the scholars. Then engine engineering pathway modeling भी कर पारछु मु तो पेपर देखैली आपण मानकु टिके टिके असुविधा होतबो किंतु कम्युनिकेशन जो बुझी भी होतबो किछि किछि एमते नाही जे बुझी होबनी. It's not that rocket science I am telling. It's a very simple thing. Then Odisha case study करिकरी सब सार माने पिला माने सो रिसर्च करछन. This is not my study, their study. I just reported them. बहुत की स्टडी कर salinity hydrological modeling machine learning करिकरी समाने fauna flora को काउंट करलेनी climate impact पर स्टडी करलेनी सब हवा आवश्यक अछि. एबे खूब शीघ्र हमर ओडिशा सरकार बजेट रे एबे रिसेंटली प्रपोजल दे दिचंती that Brahmapur University and Institute of Life Science they have started Samudra Manthan project. Government has given a name for Samudra Manthan. Recent project पिला माने देखि दबो Samudra Manthan लिखिन से करे. This sounds very big, but no doubt huge amount of funding is allocated to explore the fauna and flora in the Bay of Bengal. पाखा पाखी 450 किलोमीटर हमर सी कोस्ट है. बहुत किछि इकोनॉमिकली हम डेवलप करि परिबा. And Odisha is emerging India's best kept secret. Next pathway adaptability करि हबो, pollutant study करि हबो, climate resilience करि हबो. And there are a lot of future scopes in computational sustainability. Quantum computing. Quantum computing कौन हबो ना quantum computing रो सर्वर को हमें यूज कर परिबा. Very good morning, sir. And single cell systems modeling, mechanobiology and planetary health as our theme suggests. How forces shape cells as arising largely through the convergence of soft material science and nanoscale measurements. Then finally, integrating molecular intelligence with environmental modeling. Molecular intelligence means knowing the molecules, the genes, the proteins, the metabolites, the RNAs, as I depicted in my previous pictures. Then only you can connect with environmental modeling. AI-driven sustainability decisions. So all those papers which I published, I showed you practically, they have direct link with all these concluding remarks. Interdisciplinary collaboration is very essential for engineering scholars, computer science, and as you know, there is bioinformatics in so many universities and IITs, bioengineering, and we can have a resilient planetary ecosystem. So the first proposal is to have a documentary data types of plants and animals living in this beautiful campus so that you can link with bioactive metabolites and connect it with the economy. That's what. And this is the instrument. Recently we visited this place, Institute of Microbial, Institute of Materials and Minerals Technology. This instrument, it is sample rockile se koi do periodic table cocoa element achi. What are the elements of the periodic table? Is available in the sample. That shows that we can exactly quantify the amount of elements and the atomic spectra of the compound, and you can link it with drugs, bioactive metabolites, immunology, antibody, and so on. And this is electron microscope. That time in my PhD work, the electron microscope I showed, that was a small one. This is the most latest one, and our students are visiting. Sometimes we should, bioengineering students, engineering mechanical students should know that how engineering has evolved, how electron microscope have helped us to explore the molecules and atoms, and how the tissue structure is connected to have a sustainable lifestyle of plants and animals on this beautiful planet. And the scholars, they have published a lot of works. Some of them are published, some are unpublished. But what we have done mandatory for them is during project work, they have to present it in front of everyone with the examiners as well as scientists from invited from others. Some are published, some still need improvement. And thank you so much for this opportunity to have a interaction with all of you. And if any queries, please ask me. Also, I have some programs, if time permits, then only I can show. Molecular modeling programs I brought. How to predict the structure of the proteins, how to see the structure of the proteins, how to find the evolutionary relationship among species. Thank you so much. I think I have completed exactly 45 minutes. Please have some queries, students. Professors also can have some interactions. I think I have tried my best to make it as simple as possible. Okay, then you can give some.
Thank you, sir, for this interesting session of yours. And on behalf of Solve 2026, we express our sincere thanks, sir. Now, it is our privilege to felicitate you with a certificate and memento. I will request Secretary Vitam, Professor Dr. M.K. Prasad, and Mr. Ajit from IRAS International Dubai to present the memento and certificate to our invited talk speaker, Dr. Vijay Prasad Parekh. Thank you, sir. Please be seated. We'll take a break of exactly 5 minutes, then we'll